Hi, this is Miss B from the Overton Library, and this video is to tell you about the rules for using the Overton Library during Flex Lunch. If we could only have one rule, it would be this: be nice or leave. Thank you. I like this quote from the kid president who says, "It's okay to disagree, but it's not okay to be mean." But we have just a few other rules in addition to that one. The first rule is have an academic purpose. The second rule is to stay seated. The third rule is to leave furniture where you find it. And the fourth rule is to eat only in the Bobcat Den. The first rule is have an academic purpose. We've changed things up this year in the library, so we want you to only come to the library if you have an academic reason to be there. Do you want to check out a book? Do you need to use a computer to work on a school assignment? Do you want to quietly study? The library is a great place for you during lunch. Do you want to hang out with your friends and socialize? The library is not the best place for you. Perhaps go to the cafeteria or a classroom. And these kids are saying, "But we're good kids. We're not causing any trouble." And the mean librarian says, "Sorry, if you don't have an academic purpose, you need to find another place to hang out." The second rule, unless you're looking for a book, you need to be seated in the library. Why is that? Well, standing around in the library has no academic purpose. Find a purpose and get busy, or sit and socialize with your friends over lunch in the cafeteria. The third rule, please leave furniture where it is and limit the number of guests to the number of chairs available. Let's do a little quiz to see if you understand this rule. What is the largest number of guests that should be seated in this area? If your answer was 3, you are correct. But I have 4 friends. Is it okay to move this chair so that our 4th friend can sit with us? Think about that one. If your answer is no, furniture needs to stay where it is in the library, then you are correct. And the 4th rule is the Bobcat Den is the home of the quiet lunch. It's also the only place where food is allowed in the library. So let me tell you about this quiet lunch. This is new this year. The library Bobcat Den is the place to come eat if you want to read while you're eating, if you like to kind of sit by yourself during lunch, or you just need a calm space while you eat. So we're asking this year that you not have conversation. You don't come in here to chat with your friends. This is the place to come if you want to sit quietly and have a calm eating experience. If we hear you talking, we'll ask you to find another place to go. The border of the Bobcat Den is the halfway wall by Miss B's desk. All food must remain inside that area. A few other rules for the Bobcat Den: clean up after yourself, throw away your trash and use a wipe to clean the table when you leave. Stay seated. If there are no chairs left, you need to find another place to eat. Leave furniture where you find it. Please don't move the chairs. And remember that last rule, be nice. We have special rules for special areas. During Flex Lunch, the back of the library is a quiet study area. If you need a quiet study area, this is the place for you. If you need to talk, even if you're studying with a group, this is not the best place for you. If you have a study group or you need a quiet place to record a podcast or you have another special need, ask a librarian about scheduling one of our study rooms. Please only use the rooms with the permission of a librarian. We also have a library lab that you can use during Flex Lunch. Preference is given to students who need to use computers for an academic purpose. No violent video games or videos are allowed. And fair warning, this year we now monitor what you are doing on the computers. Oh yeah, and those other rules: no moving chairs and no food. You are allowed to use the makerspace during Flex Lunch. Do you need to work on a poster for class? Do you enjoy origami or you want to create something? Do you want to use some of our other makerspace materials? This area is for you. Do you want to sit at this table and talk with your friends? Do you want to look at your phone? This area is not for you. Please find an area more appropriate for these activities. And this is our entrance to the main library. The same rules apply here that we've already discussed. Please leave furniture where you find it. Everyone in this area must be seated. And a difference from last year, there is no food allowed in this entrance area. Food is only allowed in the Bobcat Den. So that's it. Just 4 simple rules along with that main one about being nice. Now that you know all the rules, we look forward to having you visit, and I hope you have a wonderful Flex Lunch and a wonderful year.